Welcome to the Ripon High School Coaches Show. I'm Howard Hansen. Tonight's show is brought to you by the Ripon Channel, 93.1 and AM 1600, The Wave. Tonight we have Ripon High School football coach Mark Bradley, and he's brought along Brent Brock, one of the offensive defensive linemen for the Tigers. And Coach Bradley, you want to turn around and just talk just a little bit about last week's game? It was kind of a tale of two halves. At the end of the first half, you guys were trailing 3-0, and a well-played first half, and then just kind of got away in the second half there. Let's talk a little bit about that first half. You guys were right on top of them.
Yeah, we were right there with them, and the defense really played a great first half. Made a lot of nice stops, a couple big plays over there that they were able to help us keep the ball or get the ball. And so it was a really good first half for them. Even though that we gave them some bad field position and stuff, and they really did a good job of being aggressive and coming off the ball and attacking downhill. So that was good to see. Offensively, we had some good plays, and then we do something that would kill us and put us in a hole, and so we just could never keep a drive going. Even after we'd get a big play, then we'd have offsides, holding, misread, things like that we're still trying to figure out and shore up in that. And we just have to do a better job of sustaining those drives to, one, keep our defense off the field, and two, to put points on the board to put more pressure on their defense.
And keeping the defense off the field, I think that was the biggest part of the second half is we weren't able to do that, and we saw the exhaustion set in. The cramping in that aspect, and that's where the game kind of changed from that point.
Yep. And, our guys that are going both ways, that's a lot of, wear and tear on them, and, and they have to stay hydrated and get plenty of fluids and stuff, so then we don't get the cramping and things like that. And, but the kids all played hard all the way through, and, and at this point, that's what we can do is just keep playing hard no matter who's in, and just keep going.
That's a big deal there. Coming up this week, Berlin. You don't have to say much more than just that one word. If you're in Ripon High School or a Ripon High School graduate, it means just about everything. What are you guys doing this week to prepare for Berlin? Because it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, we're just trying to continue to be aggressive and, work on the mistakes that we had in the last week. And, the kids know what this game means, and, and it'll really mean a lot to the group and the team to get a victory, against Berlin, and, and so anytime there's a rivalry game, everything is up for grabs. And so that's kind of what we're looking forward to, is just coming out and playing hard and giving it the best we have.
That's decent. Brent, you play both ways in the trenches. Yep. And like they say, the game is always won in the trenches by you guys. How tough has it been the last two games for you guys? You've gone up against some pretty big boys.
Yeah, we've had some pretty big guys, but, we work pretty hard in practice on our technique, so we hold our own. Sometimes we're getting double teamed by guys that are twice as big as us, and that's the scheme of our defenses. We're just there to take up blocks, and the linebackers are to come up and make the plays. As
it should be. Yeah. You get no glory,
right.
And this is probably going to be the most of it for the season of what you're going to get for the Attaboys. But it really is nice to watch you guys down in the trenches, especially from being up above. You had what I thought was a very good game last week, flying around and making quite a few tackles defensively. That had to have felt pretty good.
Yeah, this is my first year playing defense again, so I'm having fun doing it.
I was going to say, it's fun playing defense when you get to initiate and hit somebody instead of being hit. This is your fourth year playing against Berlin.
Yep.
What does that mean to you?
It means a lot more than a normal game. I've never beat them in football, so hopefully this year's the year, senior year, go out beating them.
That would really be
that'd be
a good deal, a good way for you guys to go out on. Coach, how did you guys come out of last week's game injury wise? I know there was a lot of cramping going up in a few.
There was some cramping and stuff, and Kai Agamite dinged his foot a little bit, and he's been able to return to practice and testing that out and stuff. So we just, kind of keep going with it. And when one of those guys gets hurt and, it's the next guy up and the younger guys are getting reps and, obviously we hope that, everybody's healthy and we can be full strength. But we're just going to keep going with what we have and do the best we can.
How nice is it to have an individual like Mr. Olson? Watched last week, he got hammered ankle-wise. I thought, oh my God, he's done just the way he was coming. Then a punting situation comes up, and we're going, all right, who's going to be the backup punter? And we're waiting, and all of a sudden Olson trots back on and gets off a beautiful kick. So that seems to be the whole mentality of the whole Tiger team this year.
Yeah, they all play hard and they play for each other, and and that's the thing that these guys are doing is we know that we don't have a lot of depth. We know we only have so many players, and we have to dig through that pain. We have to dig through that discomfort, and keep pressing on. And if it's bothering you so much where it is hurting yourself and the team, then it's time to come out. But if if you're just a little dinged up or a little sore, we gotta keep working through that and pushing on and that's what these kids have all been doing, and so it's been good to see.
It's nice to watch this group of young men out there giving it all, and doesn't always come out the way you want it at the end of the game on the scoreboard, but just to watch the efforts out there is rewarding in itself as a coach, I'm sure.
Yep. Yeah, we tell the kids all the time, obviously we want to win, that's why we're in it, but if you guys play your best and you play as hard as you can, the score doesn't matter anymore then, and if they have more points than us, well, they beat us on this, but we gave it our best. And that's kind of how we play, is we just try to do our best on every play. And if we make a mistake, we make amends and try to make it better on the next one. And that's kind of our mentality, is just keep playing as hard as we can and cheering on each other, and the wins will come.
Well, and doesn't get any easier traveling to Berlin. I mean, it's always nice to have Berlin and Ripon, but going over there, Joe Stellmacher, as you, will have your teams ready to go, and we look for a good one on Friday night. So tune in to the Ripon channel, YouTube side, WRPN, AM 1600 and 93.1 FM The Wave. Good luck, guys, on Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you.